Hey guys, I hope everybody's doing good. So we're going to take a look and see who is coming toward you. We are going to use the affirmators this time to pick a pile, which is a bit different from what I normally use. Don't think I've ever used these to pick a pile before, but I thought they would be kind of interesting. Okay, so pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Okay, so let's see what we have here. So, pile 1, y'all have positive thinking. In the garden of my mind, I water the good thoughts and weed out the bad ones. I throw in forgiveness and empathy seeds by the handful if I want, and I take a lawnmower to the jealousy and resentment patch. I'm a pretty badass mind gardener. Okay, so that's pile 1. Pile 2, y'all have authenticity. Authenticity is the name of the game. Whatever comes up, I will feel it. Whatever needs to be said, I will say it. And whoever doesn't get it, doesn't have to get it. But at least they know it because I've said it. And that's way better than leaving a passive-aggressive note about it. Pile 3, y'all have power. I am strong, I am grounded, I am powerful. I am like a cross between a dinosaur and a tank, but not a tank that is used for war. I am like a peaceful, loving dino tank who feels so strong it doesn't need to do anything but be. Okay, pile 3 and pile 4. Divine timing. Everything is timing, and timing is everything. Gladly I release my concern over timing and let things happen when and as they will. I trust the divine schedule makers know what they're doing. I can take a long time to reach divine middle management. Okay. All right, guys. So that's what we have. And I'll probably read those again when we get into the piles just so I can get into the energies. But so you may be into either the phrase that's here, could be the imagery, could be, something that was said in the card. For some reason, it may just pull you in. It could also be that you're just drawn to something for one of the piles, and that's what pulls you in. Always remember that there may be some messages here that are not for you, but for someone that's very close to you, where maybe it's their situation or something going on with them. It sounds familiar, whoever's coming to you, and you're needing to get some sort of advice there. Okay, so you can share that with them. You could just be getting advice on a situation or hearing something that could happen for you somewhere down the road, and you'll remember this reading. Who knows? So keep an open mind. Never let a reading take from you. If you ever feel like a reading's starting to make you feel not so great, you always need to remember that you are in control of that. You can close out of this reading at any time you want. So keep that in mind. Listen to your own intuition. Use your own discernment here. And also remember, these are general messages, okay? So not every single thing in this situation may fit to your story. And yeah, that's it. So timestamps for everything will be down below, and I will see you at your pile. Hey, pile 1. So if you chose positive thinking, now if you have already heard me read this card in the intro, then you may not want to stick around for that. Just go ahead and skip on past this. But if you haven't, I'm going to read it one more time. So positive thinking. So who is coming toward you? In the garden of my mind, I water the good thoughts and weed out the bad ones. I throw in forgiveness and empathy seeds by the handful if I want, and I take a lawnmower to the jealousy and resentment patch. I'm a pretty badass mind gardener. Okay, so whoever's coming towards you, it could be a situation to where you're having to think positively, or you're having to really mind certain emotions that you're feeling with this person. So this could be someone that obviously you already know or aware of. Otherwise, why would you have to be in this place to where you're staying in this calm energy? So also this person could be coming towards you, perhaps maybe while you're in a garden, but they could be coming towards you at a time where you feel yourself you're in a well-balanced place, like you feel at peace. There's, you're not having a lot of triggers or anything like that at this time. You feel kind of content and at peace where you are. Isn't that always when somebody comes towards us? When we feel at peace, then here comes something. It doesn't last too long, right? Okay, so we're going to get some characteristic cards first. This is going to be kind of a little interesting because I'm using some cards that I don't normally use. So we're going to do this first, and then we're going to get some what's the tea oracles to see what this person kind of wants. And then we're going to get the timing, and then we're going to use the tarot to understand what is going to transpire here when this person comes towards you. Okay, so if all that made sense. Tell me about this person. So pile 1 would know who this is. Tell me about this person. What can you tell me about this person to help pile 1 know who this is? We have a Zoom meeting survivor. So this could be someone that you know is that makes a lot of Zoom calls. They could even just be like someone that has to sit through a lot of meetings, or this could even be someone that you may FaceTime or something like that, where either you survive that or you feel like that they're feeling that way. Okay. This could be someone also that works nights or works a lot at night. This could be someone that, like, they sit at a desk. They have to dress up in some way for work, or wear something business-like for work, Could even be like a uniform, though, for some of you. We have Hungry Beast. That is terrifying. I mean, that's terrifying looking. I can't even hardly look at it. Hungry Beast. I don't really know what to say about that. It's so disturbing. Hungry Beast. It could be that this person seems very hungry for something. Like could have to do with like their focus. You get a sense that this person is very focused in on something. I just had the weirdest thought, but I have to share it. At times, if you know who this is and you're around them, you may be kind of nervous or afraid to approach this person because they may have somewhat of, like, they're aggressive or they have some sort of temper, or you're just like, you're kind of afraid of how this person will respond to you in some kind of way. They can come across sometimes as, I wanted to say a little scary just because of this card, but it sounds awful. Let's get one more. Social media junkie. This is nighttime thing that's here. This could be somebody that wears headphones a lot. But they could be on their phone a lot, or social media a lot, or there's someone that's just, again, there's this focused in energy. See how he's focusing on the lights? He's focusing on the lights. Something about a hoodie here. And this person may wear glasses too. Yeah. This person just may be a night owl. You have impulse buyer at the bottom. So this could be somebody that, and they obviously are an impulsive buyer, or they could just be someone that maybe an emotional spender, or someone that There's something else I'm getting off this card. I don't know why this is standing out to me so much, but all I can like see is like this, like the little packages of medicine that you can get from the convenience store. And I don't know why that might be relevant to somebody, but I have to point that out. Also, this may be someone that like they take on a lot more than what they mean to. Like they can impulsively take on, and this is that hungry beast energy, like someone that always is wanting more, you know, more of something. But they could take on a lot more than what they're able to follow through with. Like they're impulsive with things. And so maybe not just with buying, but they could just like impulsively like jump into certain things or take on certain things. They could be even impulsive when it comes to, you know, doing certain things out of, it's like an emotional reaction. Okay. Okay. This may be something that you don't quite know about this person even. So we're going to use what's the tea to see what this person wants. What does this person want with pile 1? Why are they coming towards pile 1? Moving and bad habits. This could be like somebody that's wanting to change a bad habit. This could be somebody that's actually physically moving as well. But with bad habits being with that. I think this is someone that's trying to change their bad habits. Yeah, this is somebody that's really like impulsive or really reactive, or I think they may struggle somewhat with their emotional self, and they may find themselves in certain situations or predicaments because of that they're realizing is a toxic trait that they have. This could be someone that, you know, they may have a certain kind of bad habit that they can't seem to get away from. This could be somebody that even has a bad habit of moving, but they could be coming to you and needing to move or moving, you know. Bad habits. Why does this person coming towards you? Well, there's something to do with their energy. Something to do with their energy not being the best energy, and they're seeing something about themselves that they don't necessarily feel good about or comfortable about. And I think they're coming towards you almost in a way of like wanting some empathy or understanding here, but I don't think they're fully, this feels weird because it feels like somebody that's not actually ready to move towards you in a certain kind of way, or come towards you and say something to you in a certain way. But I feel like they're like pushed into this somehow. And they have a repetitive cycle that they keep doing. They can't get out of some sort of pattern or cycle or something that it's like they know that this is not good for them. They know that this is bad for them, toxic. They may have become toxic. They're toxic for you, and you're over here in this peaceful place, or trying to be, with forgiveness and empathy. And this person, I feel like, honestly, they're on the cusp of developing some sort of resentment. You have talking crap here, so I really feel like that this is somebody that could be... I don't like this person's energy. I don't like the way that the undertones are here. I don't understand exactly why this person's coming towards you, but they have a very like, I don't know how else to say this, guys, but they have a really cocky attitude. And I don't like it. But I feel like you're very well aware of who this is, or like how this person is anyway. Love triangle. I mean, that explains a lot, right? Looking you up. Uninterested. Looking you up. Love triangle. Uninterested. Looking you up. This person's been spying on you. I think they may be trying to figure out if you're with someone, or what you're doing, or where you're at, or who you're with, or what's going on. They feel like that you're not interested in them, and they're trying to get information here about you. It could be if there's someone else, if you're with someone else, what choices you're making at this time. I honestly feel like this person's just trying to get as much information as they can, or seeking to find information here. They're both in this red jacket. There's something about this person that's becoming aware to them that they're having a very hard time facing, and they don't feel good about it. And it's like they feel a sense of it's kind of like a resentment feeling, because it's like, because they are where they are, even though they're where they are because of them, and they know it. It's such a weird. The undertone here is like kind of like I guess it's a victim mentality. That's what I'm feeling. I think that's what the feeling is. Anyway, let's go ahead and get the tarot, and then after this we're going to get some timing cards. Well, actually, let's do the timing cards first. I'm not sure why exactly I want to do that, but let's just see. And we are going to use the Paul's Tarot for y'all. Okay. So what's the timing on this when this person comes towards pile 1? What's the timing here when this person comes towards pile 1? What's the timing here? Now, this is a timeless reading, okay? So sometimes months and stuff like that come out. Just take it how it resonates. What is the timing on this when this person comes towards, when they come towards pile 1? What's the timing here? Next couple of weeks, okay? So this is going to happen next couple of weeks. Okay, so let's look. Let's look and see. Feels like somebody that's letting their guard down, but really not letting their guard down. They're ready to like defend themselves in some way. This is how they feel about themselves. So this is the thing. They're so defensive about their own energy right now. Okay, so like when you are going through a journey where you're kind of being triggered by having to look at yourself in the mirror, and you don't like what you see. You don't like some of the things that you've done or you've said or the way you've acted. Like you become woken up to a certain pattern or cycle or belief system or whatever it is, and that shameful energy that you kind of sit in for a minute, and how it makes you feel you want to automatically protect yourself from feeling shameful, feeling hurt, being in any of that kind of energy. It makes you have that very defensiveness about you. This person has just woken up to something that they know is a toxic pattern that they carry. And they're in a very defensive energy, but they're also in an energy of like needing and wanting some sort of nurture, some sort of empathy. Okay. Let me give this one more shuffle because of all that kind of. Yeah, you may have had an ending with this person. 10 of Swords. You have the 8 of Swords here. This person is in their head about what to do. A rat could be relevant here as well. Y'all may have, that last reading I did, what's coming towards you, the rat could have, I don't remember that pile, but the rat may be a choice that you made. If that's the case, would y'all please leave a comment and tell me, because I'm really interested to know. Okay, what is going to happen here? Tell me about what's going to happen here. Temperance. This is somebody that's coming in trying to be in an energy of balance. But the thing about temperance is it's Sagittarius energy. So we can go from 0 to 100 really quick, you know, and that's this energy that I've been feeling, that the middleness. But they have good intentions coming in. Really? That's what we're doing? That's what we're doing? As I say that. Okay. You have the star, Sagittarius energy. They have good intentions coming in, hoping for the best. They're optimistic. They're in a place to where they feel good about this. They feel like it's going to work out, whatever they're wanting, needing, going to say. They have a desire also here. Queen of Cups, there's that empathy. There's that nurturing energy that they're looking for, okay? That King of Swords is in reverse. That's that feeling I don't like. They are on the defense. They are on the defense. 3 could be relevant here, I forgot to say as well. March could be relevant. The number 3, next couple of weeks. Could be 2 to 3 weeks. Okay. Aquarius energy here too. Again. This 6 of Wands, and then you have, look at that. We have the same amount of cards fell out of the deck. The 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Talking crap. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. What's going to happen here? Well, I don't think things go this person's way. And honestly, I feel like that you've got something to say to this person. One of the reasons that they're defensive is because you may be in a place to where you have told this person something and they didn't do it, want to believe it, understand it, whatever the case. So this is where that defensiveness comes from. Also, if I could split this right down the line here, I would say that this Queen of Cups, the Star, and the Temperance would be this positive thinking energy. This is like the energy that you would be in when this person comes towards you. If this is their energy, that's not that great. I feel like someone's coming towards you not being fully upfront or honest either. I think that they have failed. This is that victim mentality that's here with bad habits. I feel like they have fallen short of something, didn't meet some sort of expectation or standard or something like that is here. And their ego has been hit. You know, their ego's taken a blow. That 2 of Pentacles in reverse is, I feel like, a conversation that goes back and forth where there is this kind of, you know, talking crap to each other here. But it has to do with like what I said before. This could be about priorities. So kind of bittering back and forth with somebody about the priorities, their priorities, not being balanced, you know, being imbalanced in either the dynamic or in their life, or both, you know. So there's this back and forth here where basically someone dropped the ball, but this is also where this defensiveness comes in too. So I would be shocked if we don't see one of the 5s out. 5 of Swords is what I'm thinking, but hopefully not. Why is the Temperance here? The World. This could be something that you may have felt, you feel like you're closing out or you've closed out. Like you've made peace here with the ending of something. The way something is. Why is the Star here? The Devil in reverse. Capricorn energy. This is someone that's coming in. I just heard Saros. This is someone that's coming in wanting to like compromise or find peace, or just I heard break bread too. Make balance in a situation, close out a cycle, reconcile. That Devil in reverse with the Star in reverse, I really feel like this is something that you have released. I think that you have healed from whatever this person is or has done or whatever. You know, I think that it's like being over it. You know, it's kind of like being like, you've moved on past, you've either recognized some patterns, cycles, or how this person is. You've maybe not liked what you've seen and you've just made kind of peace with it. And I don't feel like that was something that was an easy decision. These are some major arcana. And then you do have the Queen of Cups here, which is showing me that you still do have empathy for this person. They definitely sense that you do. Look, Injustice here. Justice in reverse. Libra. Capricorn, did I say that? Yeah. Despite the unjust, despite the lack of fairness that you feel like is here, you've made peace with this. And do you think that whatever's here is right? No, but I think that you've definitely still made peace with it. This person either may come to you really late in night or early in the morning. I want to say night because we've seen all these, we saw all this night energy. Remember? Why is this King of Swords in the reverse? Nine of Cups in reverse. This person's not happy because they're having, I feel like, to do something they don't want to do. They're not happy. They are not happy. Why is the Six of Wands here in reverse? It's the Six of Swords in reverse. They're having to come back to you, which is taking a hit to their ego, which is most certainly hurting them and causing them to be very defensive. This could be someone, just for some of you, this could be a child here that has some sort of toxic behavior or bad pattern. This is someone, again, too, that they know this. They know this about themselves. They're in a very vulnerable energy, too. And they know this bad habit is here. But if you just can't talk about it, you know what I mean? Like they're aware of it, but they're not ready. They haven't sat with it fully, and they're not ready to face it fully. And so it's a tender spot. And so they're coming to you. This is like somebody coming back in with their tail between their legs. And they're very worried about what you're going to have to say and how it's going to hurt them worse, or may even make them angry. Why is the Two of Pentacles here in reverse? The Four of Cups. This person, they really did get complacent here about something, either making a choice or prioritizing something, or I made a bad decision. He's again, look, he's on the computer here with his arms crossed. This is the attitude that this person's coming towards you with. Some of you may have even offered this person some sort of something. He's offering the cup of coffee there, which makes me want to get a drink of mine. I'm sorry. 666 could be relevant here. It could be a number that you're seeing or this person's been seeing. Balance, healing, equal give and take. Oh, I'll take that. I want to see what that is. Yeah, the Knight of Cups, Judgment, Scorpio energy. You have the Seven of Cups in the reverse, the Ten of Swords in reverse, the Moon and the Eight of Wands. This person is coming back towards you. They're coming towards you in a very compassionate way. They may even be bringing in some sort of romantic offer if this is someone that you're romantic with. But they're coming in a very charming way as well, so keep that in mind. They're wanting a renewal here. They may not have any other options or choice. And I don't know what that means to y'all because I don't know who this is to y'all. If this is love, you know, it could be that this person is also in a place to where they're a bit emotionally confused around what choice to make, and that could be where they're needing that empathy. This could be someone that feels like that they don't want anyone else, or they're not looking for anything else, or they just don't have any other options here. But to reconcile, you have this Ten of Swords in reverse. This is someone that knows that there's been like this, and this could be just in this person's life. There has been some sort of brutal ending here they're unhappy about. They're unhappy about the way things ended. And this is about reconciliation, or making things better. But this person's coming in with this hurt ego-like energy, with this King of Swords in reverse. And it may be that this person even kind of is very guarded and may even lie somewhat to you in order to have this new beginning, or to get you to see them in a different type of way, or get what they need from you. Then you have this Moon and the Eight of Swords, which I really don't like next to each other, because I feel like this could be someone that tries to kind of give you some sort of an illusion of what something is or was, or how something happened. It's like, I don't feel like that this is someone that's taking full responsibility or accountability for something. And so you do feel somewhat confused, which I think this is where this person kind of wants you to be anyway. And then there is this like shift that occurs here. And that's where we end it. And I don't know, I don't know why it's ending it there, but there's some sort of conversation here that changes things. And this person, I feel like, also is trying to change a situation quickly, or they've changed their mind here quickly about something. They feel like maybe you have, I want to know more about this. Thank you. Two of Swords in the reverse. So these two twos being in reverse, there's an imbalance and a decision here. Where do you sit with this? This could be like whether or not you want to open up to this person. You have a Ten of Pentacles in the reverse for where you sit with this. You don't see the same worth or value in this situation as you once did. This could be due to this person's bad habits. You may not trust this person like you once did. You may feel like this person could disrupt your foundation in some sort of way, or that's what they do. Queen of Swords in reverse. You feel like maybe perhaps that you need to cut this person off. This could be financially for some of you, if this is, family. You don't, I feel like, bottom line is, I feel like you don't, like, somehow or another value this person's word or their actions or their feelings in the same kind of way. It's like when someone cries to you about something, at first you have so much empathy, right? You're so thoughtful and forgiving, but the second time it gets a little less, and the third time, if this person keeps repeating the same pattern, your emotions about the situation are going to decline significantly the more and more this person does that. And depending on the relationship that you have and the intensity of it and the connection itself, how you're bonded to this person, it could make a difference on how many times you consider this person, that you have empathy for them. And I think for some of you, you have reached a point here with that Two of Swords in the reverse where you're somewhat indecisive because you have put up some serious boundaries here with this person, or you feel as if like this just doesn't affect you in the same way that it maybe once did. So what's going to happen here moving forward with this? The Eight of Swords. So unfortunately, for a lot of you, because you've maybe with this Ten of Swords, either this is family or you've had some sort of long-term potential or connection here with this person. Because you have the Ten of Cups, which mean at some point you had the Ten of Cups, or Ten of Pentacles. So I think moving forward here, I think you do kind of get in your head somewhat about this, on what to do about this. The Four of Wands is here. The Four of Pentacles is here. There's your 8 again. So you're kind of crossed between reuniting here, or helping this person, or coming together with this person in some way, making peace with this situation, but yet still being pretty guarded with that Four of Pentacles. You're making peace with them in some kind of way, but you're still keeping everything close to your chest. The Six of Pentacles, for some of you may still give to this person. There's your 10 Pentacles right there. And some of you won't. Some of you may be putting up some boundaries here when it comes to how generous that you are with them, how much time, energy, finances, whatever it is that you're gifting them or giving them. Page of Pentacles. You're making this person stand on their word. Like, you're making them live up to whatever it is that they're showing you here, because they have maybe repeated this cycle a bunch. And you're like, not this time. This time I'm keeping my boundaries here until you can actually show me, prove to me that things are going to be different, that you're going to change your ways, that you're going to recognize some things, that you're not going to do this, again. And the more time goes by, the more you can show me, then the more I'll, give to you, or let my guard down here. But you have to show me. Yeah, the Hermit in reverse. For some of you, this isn't going to last very long. I'm just going to be honest. Some of you, it might. The Magician is here. You may have just been hoping and praying for the best with this person. And that everything will just kind of work itself out. And this may be a way that it's kind of trying to work itself out. Yeah. Because you may, have love and empathy for this person. And you don't want to see them in that Five of Pentacles. You don't want to have to leave them out in the cold. You don't want to, this is someone that you do miss and care about. But you definitely have felt an understanding of where your foot lies here, and putting your foot down. And not allowing someone to take you for granted, I think, is something that's here. And making sure someone can really live up to something before you're just so freely giving to them. And that's not because that's who you are by nature either. That's because of how this person's represented themselves. You have become different to them. You're no longer as empathetic to them, like I said. Okay, so let's get, what do you do after that, It was a lot. Let's see what this person would say to you. How about that? And then we'll get some advice card to close. Okay, so what would this person want to say to pile 1? Now, this could be love or not, so take it how it resonates, okay? As I say that, it says, I do love you. I have trouble with intimacy. Kind of stuck out there. The bottom of the deck says, I don't know what you want. Okay. Okay, let's see here. I took the easy way out. Let me go ahead and just get all these, guys. Sorry. I have trouble with intimacy. Longing. Someone is secretly yearning for you. I do love you. I wish we could go back. My life is not as together as it seems. I know I made a mistake. I knew exactly what I was doing. I think that this person, for some of you, not everybody, okay, but this person may have used you or neglected you or did something, played games with you, did something that they know that you know that they did something. They made a mistake, okay? I'll wait for a sign from you. So this person may have been, we saw that before, that sneaky energy spying on you. They may have been just trying to keep tabs on you, try to figure out and see what's going on. before they come towards you. Waiting for some kind of sign that it's okay. Okay. Do I know all my strengths and am I using them? So this is your advice. We all have superpowers, but it's up to us to uncover them. When we live and lead with our strengths, we are able to show up in our zone of genius. This inspires others to do the same. Ask yourself, how can I use one of my soul's gifts today to contribute to this open and ready world? I wanted to say the whole world there for some reason. Okay, so let's get some initials. I feel like I need to get one more card of advice. I can't just leave y'all right there with that. I can't do it. I tried, but I can't. Okay. I have just one more for advice about this person. Okay. Boundaries. Glad I got that. I am glad. Okay, boundaries, number 11. When you don't protect or overprotect your boundaries, your needs go unmet. Review and renew your boundaries. So maybe in this situation, you also were not protecting your boundaries by, overgiving in the situation. And therefore your needs kind of went unmet. This person took advantage of that, Okay. I just pulled a whole lot of charms and one Z. Let's see if I can get a few more letters. And one more charm. The Santa Claus. This has been coming out a lot. So December could be really relevant, or this could just represent that giving back and forth, like being generous. This could be something that's changed or changing. We have that wasn't very cash money of you, so this person had to have done something here that wasn't so great. We have the little vial here, so it's like a shot. Like, this is something that you can't just fix. It's not like a quick fix. There's not like a certain kind of vaccine that you can have here for this. But you also have 2 things of this on there. So some of you, this person may have some bad habits or addictions even, that you may be unaware of even. Be a nice human. Be kind is here as well. We have the pin that's the little dog print. So this always makes me think about loyalty. So remember, loyalty lies with you first. When it comes to this kind of situation here where we're looking at your boundaries. Choose happy. We have, if you never try, you'll never know. So I think that's what this person's kind of sitting in. Life is tough, but so are you. And love is never wasted. Yeah, even if the situation goes south, whatever the case, just remember that love was never wasted here. We have Z, R, B, R, U, and J. Are you? Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to leave you right here. So thank you so much for being here. Thanks for all your love and support and kindness. Of course, I hope this helps. Good luck, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey, Pile 2. So if you chose authenticity, this is going to be your reading. Okay, it says, authenticity is the name of the game. Whatever comes up, I will feel it. Whatever needs to be said, I will say it. And whatever doesn't get it, whoever doesn't get it, doesn't have to get it. But at least they know it because I've said it. And that's way better than leaving a passive-aggressive note about it. Okay, so there's someone here that could be coming towards you that's wanting to speak up. This could also be you and an opportunity for you to speak up, okay, and be authentic and true to who you are. This may be someone that you've thought about what you would say to this person. And you may have just been having a hard time, like what you really want to say, you may be hesitant to say. Some of you may be coming out of some like people pleasing tendencies to where you have a hard time just being authentic and honest and expressing yourself, not in a harmful way, but just to where you are like, oh, I don't want to say that to them because what if that makes them feel a certain way? But yet it's something that you need to speak up about, so it could be like you're continuing to let something unfold or happen, and you haven't said anything, you don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, but it needs to be said. It's something that needs to you need to be honest about. So interesting. Maybe this is what's the person that's coming towards you is going through too. Okay, so we'll figure this out. We are going to start with some characteristic cards, and then we're going to get into what's the tea to see what exactly this person is wanting and what they want to say. And then we're going to get a timing card, and then we're going to get into the tarot to take a look and see what is going to happen. Okay, we'll get some message cards from this person, and then we'll close with advice and some initials. So tell me about this person that's coming towards pile 2. Tell me about this person that's coming towards pile 2. That's not supposed to be in there. It's crazy how I always end up just cutting the deck right where those are. Tell me about this person that's coming towards pile 2. We have, wow, passive-aggressive note writer. That is probably one of the coolest synchronicities I think that I've ever had. That says this, that's very random, right? Passive-aggressive note about it. And that's way better than leaving a passive-aggressive note about it. Passive-aggressive note writer. You either left a note for this person, or this person is leaves one for you, where you feel like they're being kind of passive aggressive here. Okay, that is so wild. Also, this person may tend to wear plaid a lot, or they could, for some reason, live somewhere where it's cold. This could be somebody you actually live with, that you're having a hard time. You're living with them, but they keep leaving you these passive-aggressive notes everywhere, or vice versa. Let's keep going. What else? Tell me. What else? What else can you tell me for pile 2 about this person that's coming towards them? How will they know this person? You have a social battery drained. So this is someone that is not very sociable. This is someone that is, they could be someone that, I don't know, like, they may have a particular kind of type of clothing that they wear when they're, this is going to sound weird, when they're in a place to where they're wanting to isolate themselves. So like, like that feeling of, I don't know if this is because I'm Taurus Venus or what, but I don't know why this is, and it may be like just like this for everybody, but like when you're feeling like you want to isolate yourself, or you're wanting to be a hermit, you kind of dress in that way, like where you're in baggier clothing, or you just want to be comfortable, and you're depressed or something and you don't feel good, you just want to be comfortable, like you just want to wear your hoodie, and it's almost like you feel kind of sheltered or closed off, in some kind of way with that. This may be something that this person like is typically in. But they may also be somebody that like they don't like to be around a lot of people for very long. And then they kind of disappear for a while. You have emoji overuser. So this could be somebody that really likes their emojis. Social battery drained. Okay. Emoji overuser. Bottom of the deck is a conspiracy theorist. Okay, so this could be somebody that Could be a conspiracy theorist. This can be someone that is always like involved or into deeper storylines, like documentaries, or, like what's the story behind the story, stuff like that. This is someone that could be a very deep thinker. They're always kind of wondering, diving into things, especially if there's someone that's kind of isolated here. So this is someone that could be a passive-aggressive note writer. They could come across as maybe they post things, or they just say things, or their texts come across in some way where they're very passive-aggressive instead of just being, upfront and authentic. That this is something they could do intentionally as well. And they could be someone that doesn't like being around a lot of people. They can get socially drained. Especially if there's someone that has to play a particular role, or like there's someone that has to be someone that they're not necessarily when they're around others. So they could be around a lot of strangers at times, maybe a work environment or things like that, or maybe they have to represent themselves in a certain kind of way. I'm not sure exactly how that goes, but something that causes them to be energetically drained. Because when you're not being your authentic self, or you feel like you can't around others, like if you are around your group if you have really close groups of friends that know you really well and have known you for a long time, that in itself is not really energetically draining. It almost it can like boost you up, actually. Do the opposite. But if you go around a bunch of people where you don't feel like you're being yourself and you're having to be someone else, you're not being authentic, then it can be very socially draining, and this is something that I don't know, I'm picking up on this with this person. They could even have a career or something like that where it takes away from them, like they do so much socializing, and it kind of makes them feel drained. Okay, let's get what's the tea. Okay, what's the tea? What's the tea? Tell me about why this person is coming towards Paul 2. Why is this person coming towards Paul 2? And when I say who's this coming towards you, it could be energetically. It could be someone that maybe not physically coming towards you, but you could, meet up at the same place, or the next time you're around this person. So it may not be, I don't know why with y'all I'm saying this, so this could be the case. It may not be exactly intentional. This person coming towards you, okay? If that makes sense. You may be even going somewhere, this person's going to be there, it's like that kind of thing. I don't feel like this person's intending to come exactly towards you. It feels more like a coincidence. We have Queen rising, stepping into power, praised, coming up in spotlight. Strategy tactics. This goes back to that passive-aggressive kind of energy to me. Okay. Sorry, guys, OCD. All right, one more. Marrying for money. Queen rising. I'm actually going to say, I want to get a little bit of the tarot before I just tell you what I'm feeling here. We have Boss Daddy at the bottom of the deck. Stable, rich business owner, CEO, and big D energy. See how they're both sitting back and just kind of chill? I feel like this is someone that's making a move towards you. Okay. I feel like this is somebody that's making a move towards you. I feel like this is somebody that sees you in a particular way, and they're trying to be strategic at coming towards you. They may feel like you have a lot to offer. I'm wondering about that. Let's see. They're coming towards you in a boss daddy like energy. Okay, so let's see. This is the Daydream Tarot. This is a newer deck that I haven't had too terribly long. This person is, I think they're trying to come off in a different way. I think they're trying to come off like they are stable or strong or have things under control in a certain kind of way. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, you have the Fool here, that Page of Swords. This is somebody that's taking a chance here at sending you a message. Who is this person? Tell me about this person. Who is this person? That's the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So for some of you, this could be somebody that something came to a stop. This could be somebody you used to work with, or somebody that you were in a relationship with, or somebody that there's something to do with about time and energy that you've spent in something with this person, where this person and you may be on some kind of break, or you just haven't heard or seen them in a while. What's going to happen here? You have the Star. Came out in the same spot in the last reading. Aquarius energy. What's going to happen here? There's that Ace of Swords. There's a truth here. There's clarity and insight and a truth that's here. I really need to get a clarifier for that, but let's keep going. This person's being strategic, though. You have Temperance in the reverse. They both have this. Wow. They're both have a cup in their hand, guys. I mean, holy cow! Look at this. They both have red hair and a crown on their head, and they both have a cup in their hand. This is Queen Rising, and then this is Temperance, Sagittarius energy in reverse. At that. Tell me more about this person. Why is this strategic energy here? Strategy, tactics. Two of Swords. I'll pull two cards. You have a King of Cups and the Hanged Man. Pisces, Scorpio. Look at that. This reading is so cool. These synchronicities. Look at his shirt. He's got a plaid orange shirt on. He has a plaid orange shirt. Okay, I got to get this whole spread out, and then I'm going to tell y'all exactly what I'm seeing here. Tell me what the Eight of Pentacles is in reverse. The Hermit, Virgo. Spending some time to think about things. This is someone that would say, I've spent some time here thinking about things. I've gained some insight around some things that were said, some things that were done, why something wasn't progressing or working out. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Why you've pulled back your energy. Why you feel drained. Why you've needed to heal. Taurus. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Page of Wands. This is someone that feels like they're bringing in a truth, like they have clarity and insight. And it's almost like they're wanting to share this clarity and insight with you about this introspection, about this change in how they're seeing things, why something wasn't progressing. Temperance in reverse. Why you're upset. This is the Nine of Cups in reverse. Why you're unhappy, why you're upset, why you're frustrated. Why is the Two of Swords here? The Magician. This person's you have the Empress in the reverse at the bottom. Seven of Pentacles, and there's the King of Pentacles. The Lovers. The Three of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles. Something may have not worked out with this for this person or with this person. They could have left you out in the cold at some point, or disconnected from you and left you out in the cold. They may have had something else they wanted to invest in, or they felt like they needed their focus or attention in some way. Or they may have kind of waited to see how things played out here. This Empress in reverse. We have Capricorn there and Libra and Taurus. I feel like this is somebody that wants to communicate why they didn't move forward with something here, or why something didn't move forward. If this person hasn't been authentic and they've been passive aggressive and they haven't been really being open communication here with you, it's because I think they were confused. I think they feel like they've had some sort of insight here. But I also feel like this person is being very strategic at how they approach any decisions that they make, or the communication here with you, and what they communicate about what they want. I do feel like this person they feel kind of stuck in a particular mindset, and they don't know if they can get their mind off of that particular mindset that they feel. And this could have to do with you and how you see them or want them. And I'm not even sure what that means. So let's keep going here. I feel like this is someone that may feel like you're not happy with them. Tell me more about this to help me to understand what's going to happen here with this. So I think you haven't spoken to this person in a while. You have the Four of Swords in the reverse. I don't think you've spoken to this person in a while. And I think that there is like someone that tends to overthink a lot about moving forward and putting work into something. You know, they've spent a lot of time thinking about this, overthinking it. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Sun in reverse just fell out by itself with the Ten of Wands. And then here you have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. There's something here that was really disappointing to this person that they've had to overcome and get out of their head about. I think that they have reached a point to where they've healed, but they're also very drained. Like this is someone that, yeah, Knight of Swords, they can't take on a lot more. than what they already have taken on. Six of Swords in the reverse. This is like someone that kind of has rehearsed, like I talked about this here, kind of rehearsed in a way what they would say if they got the opportunity. Definitely someone that is an air energy, like someone that is a thinker, and they may tend to overthink a lot, especially if more time goes by, they'll overthink things. If they have to wait too long or something like that, time goes by, they tend to get kind of stuck. It's funny, I talked about this energy in this hermity isolation, and you have that hermit, which is so close to the first card being out. The Eight of Pentacles is taking a break as well. So it's like during a break, I've really thought about some things, and I may have overthought how things could move forward, or what was capable of moving forward. I've taken some steps back in order to heal, and I've taken action around healing and not overdoing it or overwhelming myself. But they definitely, they have some truths that they want to express. They have some things that they want to know or that they're curious about. This could have to do with, some deception in some form. They're curious about that. Maybe if there's that, or what happened, or this is something that they're wanting to share with you. I feel like this person still doesn't feel like they're still unhappy. There's still frustration here. Three of Cups. This is someone that wants to share their frustration here with you, about how unhappy they are with how things are, how things sit, maybe between the two of you. This could also be something to have to do with a third-party energy here as well. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This is someone that doesn't know if they would change anything or if they would give something another chance or opportunity. This is someone that just doesn't, they don't really know exactly what they want. They also don't know what they need either, or what's good for them. That's why the strategic tactic is here. It's not that they're trying to be strategic as much as they just don't really know what they want from you or from the situation. This can also be someone that wishes that they would have made different decisions. Death is here. This could be somebody that's trying to change your mind here by expressing how they feel, or they're having a hard time being able to change the way that they feel about you or the way that they're seeing this situation, despite how they feel. Scorpio energy's there. What's going to happen moving forward here with this? The Sun in reverse. Leo energy. There's that Seven of Swords on top of that area where I said there's 7 swords there. In reverse, though. and Judgment. Scorpio energy. You have the Ten of Cups here too. You know what this feels like? It feels like, this feels like having a conversation around disappointments, decisions, misunderstandings, circumstances, the way something is or just is going to be, and leaving it as such. There's still lack of understanding and clarity and disappointments that are here, but you're moving into a different type of energy here with this person than you once were. And Judgment is here, so you're looking at it, you are looking at the situation differently. There's this renewal or an opportunity for a new energy to come out of this. And a Ten of Cups is here, so there's this wishful thinking or hopeful thinking that you'll have this emotional fulfillment from this experience, or you'll just be happy with the way things are, you know, in the future. Page of Swords, King of Swords. There's a promise here. There's a promise here around, is this an expectation? Justice, of making things right, making something right. There's a promise here of making something right. That's made. Look, there's the Fool at the bottom. This is a renewal or, you know, taking a chance or a risk. There's the Five of Wands and the Lovers. This is like fighting for a relationship, a commitment, making a decision here to try to fight for something, despite, or try to prove yourself, or something like that is here, you know. Fight for, like, taking the opportunity and doing the best with it. Bringing in justice and truth and emotional fulfillment. Making things right. Making a promise to make things right. Interesting. I didn't get a time card for y'all, so let me do that real quick. And then we'll see what this person would say. So I'm just going to pick a card. When will this happen? Can you give us an estimate of when this is going to occur? When this is going to happen? When will this happen? When this occur? When this will happen? Occur. That was turned over. It's the only card that was turned over right. You have December, 26th December here. It's the day after Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. So December could be relevant. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so let's see what this person would say to you. December. As I'm filming this, and this is a timeless reading, but it's August right now. So December's, I would say, about 3 months away, I guess, which could also be relevant. February the 2nd could be relevant as well. I mean, well, could be. February the 6th, I wanted to say, not the 2nd. What would this person say to you? If they could say anything, what would they say? Okay, let's see what all those say. I landed on, I want to tell you so much. I believe that. I do believe that. Okay. I think this, when this person comes to you, I think they've had a lot of time to think about things. And this person probably does a lot of thinking. I replay our conversations over and over. That's probably some of it. I find you so attractive. I feel you even though we're apart. I trusted you. I'm sorry. I am in a committed relationship. Finding out the truth crushed me. This may have been something that you experienced with this person, or this could have something to do with your past with this person, or like something they're afraid of even. Okay. Play hard. Find time to laugh and goof off, enjoy each other, and fate. This is a destined partnership. There is this three of cups here. There is this friendship or this connection that's here. And there's this tone of wanting to find peace and balance, which comes through in the readings a lot, you know. Okay, so we're going to get one card for advice. Well, we'll get 2 cards for advice. We'll pick one of these. These are all spirit messages. We have for 2. Okay. Y'all have, which fell, synchronicities. Are you noticing the signs of synchronicity that the spirit world has been sending you at this time? People and situations in your life are not just appearing by coincidence. In reality, they're being guided to you from spirit, the spirit world, to help you for a specific reason. I think that you may have been seeing some signs or synchronicities that have been getting your wheels spinning here, you know, making you think about certain things. Okay, sorry if y'all can hear my throat making weird noises. I don't really know what that's about, but it goes back to this authenticity and him throwing away whatever he's written. Yeah, throw away this person is like someone that no matter what all they've said to themselves they would want to say or they would say, it's like when they actually get an opportunity, they just throw away everything they thought about saying and just say it in the moment. What advice do you have? I just saw a heart's message, but it didn't come out. Oh, renew of the heart is at the bottom. Number 10. A relationship in your life needs renewal and attention. Reconnect with your loved ones and recall what first brought you together. So, and this is the number 28, which is also 10. I do feel like whoever this is, you're going to close out some sort of cycle here with them. Your prayers will be answered. Speak your intentions into the universe, and we will provide your heart's desires. So this is something here that you may have been trying to pray for. Okay, let's get some initials to close. That's also can be advice as well, you know, whatever you want to happen in this situation, be putting that out there. Or whatever's for your highest good even, just be putting that out there. Okay. The I love you just fell out of the thing, so this is really important in some kind of way. Maybe saying I love you, or telling someone that you love them, or them telling you that, you know. This could just be telling the other person how you feel. That can definitely change some situations, right? And not change it like maybe end up together kind of thing, but just change it like bring balance and peace to the situation. Just being able to express how you feel. That wasn't very cash money of you. Because we can make assumptions of other people all day long, but we really don't know. You know, we can listen to tarot all day long, but you really don't know until you have that conversation, until you have that complete understanding. And sometimes we don't ever get that, but in some situations, you know, you don't know until you try, that kind of thing. We have the cloud with raindrops, so it's like someone being sad about a situation, or knowing that the cloud is storm and the rain cloud is going to eventually move on. Don't worry about things that you can't control. Okay, so we have V, Oops, an H wanted to pop out. Q, HQ headquarters. You may have shared a home with this person. I mentioned that earlier. We have 2 N's, a V, I don't know if I said that, F, B, 2 A's, and a Y. We have Bay there. Okay, guys. So I am going to leave you right here. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for all y'all's love and support. I hope this helps. Good luck to you guys, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey, pile 3. So if you chose the power here. Okay, so I'm going to read this real quick again if you missed it in the intro. It says, I am strong, I am grounded, I am powerful. I am like a cross between a dinosaur and a tank. But not a tank that is used for war. I'm like a peaceful, loving dino tank who feels so strong it doesn't need to do anything but be. Okay, so we're talking about who is coming toward you. And this may be like this idea of you knowing your power, but not using it. Like, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, just like what this card says, you know, maybe you have certain, like you feel in control here. When this person comes towards you, you feel like absolutely in control, and you have like the ability to overpower this person even in some way, or maybe you have information about them or whatever the case, but you're choosing not to. Like you're choosing not to run over this person in some sense. It's like you're choosing peace, not war. That's kind of basically what I feel, okay? Okay. All right, so we're going to start with some characteristic cards so you know who this is. Love, not war. It just keeps going in my head now. Just keeps replaying. Love, not war. Okay. All right, let's see. Who is this person? Who is this person? Wow, that just flew right on out of there. Viral video star. Okay, who is this person? The human charger. Who is this person? 2 cards came out together. We have emoji overuser and FOMO sufferer. See how they're all looking? You have this person that's looking at these computer screens. So this could be somebody here that, and they also both have headphones on as well. They may be a little bit absorbed into whatever it is that they could be replaying something in their head over and over too, and a little bit absorbed in that, or whatever it is they do. You have viral video star here, so they could be someone that, you know, is in a field to where they're looking for that, or they are that kind of person, or this could be someone that, I was trying to see if there's any kind of particular thing on these TVs that stand out, but these are just, I think, different cities that I can see anyway. Some of them you can't really see. This human charger that's here as well is, this could be somebody that you feel like they have a lot going on, like they have a lot of energy, or they have a lot that they have going on in their lives, like they're all like intertwined with maybe other connections or other people that maybe they even are in charge of others in some way. But this is someone that maybe if they've even tried to be a video star. This is someone that could definitely be, they could be over expressive here too. It's an energy I'm getting from the emoji overuser that I don't normally get, but I feel like this is more like this person may over express themselves in some way. Someone that has a lot of energy or has a lot of things that they have to do or work on, or people they have to be over in some way or navigate through. And someone that may suffer from fear of missing out of things. Like there's a lot of things this person may, it's like having to watch a whole bunch of different screens because you're afraid you're going to miss something good. You know, it's like this person may be in this type of energy where they may listen to a lot of outside people too. Trying to dabble in new things is something that's here. Okay, let's see what the bottom of the deck says. Laundry mountain climber. I always like that card because I have had that feeling. I've had that feeling of looking at laundry like that going, good God, how am I going to get through this? I do feel like that this girl master's there too. I feel like that this is someone that feels as if they have a lot on their plate, or a lot that they have to think about or remember or do, or other people they have to think about or remember things for. There's this idea of this person being that maybe others depend on them in some particular way. This could be somebody that they may also find themselves to where they put things off or put things to the side. I don't know what to do with this. We're going to put it right here for now because I have to have some room here. So we're going to get the what's the tea. So if this sounds familiar, if you know who this is, some of you may not know who this is. I feel like you do though, considering you have that power card and what that says. This is someone with this card here, and it's just may like to gain a lot of different types of perspectives. Like they may be kind of a free spirit, or my ear's ringing. They may be someone that is open-minded, you know. Okay. What does this person want that's coming towards you? They don't have to actually be coming towards you, by the way. This could be somebody that just you meet, you run into by circumstance or whatever, by coincidence. Wolf in sheep's clothing and uninterested. This could be someone that turned their back on you at some point. Haunted. You could have turned your back on this person at some point, and sorry guys, my son's phone was in his room ringing, and I don't guess I've ever heard his ringer before, but it was from a number that I obviously do not know. It's a weird number at that. So that might happen for some of you. This person may contact you, and it may be like through some other like way where you don't know who this is at first. October could be relevant. This is a stranger okay, hold on. Let me take a breath here. This is a strange energy that I'm feeling with this person. You definitely know who this is, though. You definitely have some memories here. This person, you may have either, I think it's you. I really do. I feel like you've turned your back at some point on this person. With wolf in sheep's clothing, I feel like this person maybe someone that you felt like perhaps maybe you couldn't trust. I think they're coming in kind of a sneaky matter too. I don't think they're coming to you authentic. I think they're There's a mask here this person's kind of wearing. I think they're doing this because they're kind of afraid here that you won't be interested. They have some flashbacks here. This is something this person may have tried before. It didn't work out. I landed on fake flexing. Yeah, okay. So this person may come towards you in a way where some of you, they may, sorry, I cut myself off, but some of you they may actually put off their responsibilities, or they put something off here with you. Acts rich, flosses money, acts fancy, shows off. Fake flexing, moves in silence. I do feel like whoever this is, they're coming towards you being very strategic. They're not being their self. They're afraid that you're not going to be interested in them. And this is something that you may have done to them before. And it could have been around October. There's haunted by something here that pertains to something in the past, that they still have some like unresolved stuff there. So this is somebody that I feel like is afraid that they're going to repeat a cycle here with you, and you may turn them down again in some way. Fear of repeating the same cycle or experiencing like a flashback is something that this person is feeling. Okay, let's get the tarot. Oh, no. First, we're going to get a time card. I forgot this in the last pile, but I want to do it now. So let's see. I'm going to pull one of these. This is the timing oracles, so we can see about when this may occur. Oh gosh, I usually just pick one. Two came out. Let's see. Sometime in the future, number 4. Well, I mean, yeah, hopefully. And 47, indecisive is causing delays. Oh, okay. So this could vary in time for all of you, because I do feel like it's something that's going to happen in the future, but this person maybe I feel like they're afraid of you turning your back on them. And for some of you, it's because you've done this before, or they've experienced something like that before. Like their fear of rejection is definitely something that's here. So it's keeping them indecisive. Okay. So I'm going to leave that timing as there. Because, yeah, it's going to happen sometime in the future. 4 could be relevant here. 4 months, 4 weeks. But the reason is because the reason I can't give you a time here is because this person's still indecisive. Indecision causing delays. Okay. All right, let's see. I'm going to move this up a little bit, and so I can fit all this on here somehow. And let's get the tarot. So we're going to use the newer deck. It's called the Tarot of Little Lyra. And let's see what's going to happen. What is going to happen? What is going to happen here? Let me give it one more shuffle. What is going to happen when this person comes towards pile 3? What's going to happen when this person comes towards pile 3? You have the Empress. Taurus, Libra. You have the 2 of Cups. You have the Queen of Wands. I mean, so far so good, right? Sagittarius there for me. You have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Well, I spoke too soon. um, that usually happens. I should just keep my mouth shut till I get the cards out. You have the Lovers in reverse. Uninterested. And the Ten of Cups. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get the clarifiers because this is confusing. This person's confusing. Gemini energy's here too. Why is the Empress here? Page of Wands. There's curiosity here, and someone's very curious about you. They're curious of what you have going on, what you're doing. What are you up to? What are you growing? Where are you at? They have their eye on you. They're interested in you. They may have been watching you. Tell me about the Two of Cups. You have Justice in reverse. This is someone that's like kind of like wanting to gain your trust or wanting to see if the connection is there. But there's a part of them that feels like it's not equal or the same. I feel like this person is a little bit shy or insecure or afraid of rejection. For some of you, this could be someone new. Knight of Pentacles here for the Queen of Wands. I do feel like that this is someone that is very drawn to you, and they definitely are watching you, and they're very drawn to you, they're very attracted to you, and it's almost like this person can't help themselves. It's what's keeping them motivated is how attracted they are to you. And so they're kind of determined to see this through or follow through with something. But I really feel like this person, they're not coming in the most authentic way because they feel like you wouldn't be happy with who they are really, or what they have to offer. They don't feel deserving here. This person doesn't feel deserving. That's part of this. And the Four of Cups. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the energy already expressed. I feel like you would offer this person friendship or companionship or playfulness or something, but I don't know. I get this. There's just an overwhelming, this is this indecision. This person can't decide if they should send you a message, try to grow something here with you, come towards you, because they don't feel deserving of you. This person has you definitely on a pedestal. I mean, and you may have already experienced something with this person where they feel like that you're going to reject them, but some of you, this is someone new. They feel like they have to be sneaky or strategic at how they come towards you because they don't feel like that otherwise that you would be happy with them or they can make you happy. I mean, this is like someone that's like, I can't believe that pile 3 is actually going to go on a date with me, or I can't believe that pile 3 is actually wants to be with me, or why is the Lovers here in reverse? It's a blank card. Drawing a blank with the Lovers in reverse. The Two of Swords. These are both decision cards. Uninterested. I mean, this person feels like that you are not interested in them. They see the connection with you. You may already know who this is. Some of you have already experienced something with this person. Some of you haven't. Some of you, if you have, there may have been some sort of imbalanced or unfairness when it comes to this commitment or this connection. Where this person, somebody got in their head. But even if you don't know who this is this indecision. This is right here with this Two of Swords. So this is one of those readings, and this is, I think, why this came out like it did, where you're listening to it and you're going, okay, well, this could be something that happens, but this person really hasn't, like, they're in an energy of wanting to come towards you, but they keep going back and forth. The energy keeps switching back and forth. They haven't quite made up their mind, and they keep, I mean, this person keeps going back and forth about you not being interested in them. Oh, they won't be interested in me, or oh, they don't care about me anymore, or they don't see me like that. They just keep going back and forth with this. But then you have this Ten of Cups, so it's almost like imagining something is. Imagining being fulfilled with you, or you being some kind of dream or fantasy, is safer than taking a risk of seeing if you would actually give them this opportunity. Queen of Pentacles. You are this person's, like, they see you as their wish fulfillment. This is someone that sees you as you could fulfill their desires. You have everything that they would want in someone. That they could be happy and fulfilled here with you. And I think that's what this person's thinking about. The side effect is, if you already have had experience with this person, they could be worried that that's something that has affected how you see them and the potential that you really see in them. If it's not, it could be that this person is fearful of what the side effect would be if they didn't try it. Like, what do they have to lose, really, you know? Tell me more about what's a possible outcome here with this. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The Magician. The Queen of Swords in the reverse. This person's going to go after this because I feel like this person will ultimately, and this is sometime in the future, I do feel like that this person will ultimately make a decision to come towards you. Even if they're indecisive now, it's just causing delays. It's not that it's not going to happen, because I think they're just gathering up their courage, and they're sitting in their ways of going, okay, well, if pile 3, what's the worst that could happen? Them turn me away, you know, them not being interested. It's better than being in the place of, I didn't take the chance, you know, I didn't take the risk. Ten of Swords. This person, in order to get what they want, they have to face their biggest fear, which is you either knowing that everything's just an end, like it's just not something that's never going to happen, or maybe it's something that's never going to happen again, okay? Ultimately, that's what pushes this person into this place of making a decision. And they have to recognize this for themselves, though, before they can move towards you. And in the meantime, who knows? You know, you may end up with someone else. I don't know how long it's going to take for this person to make this decision, but this is who's supposed to be coming towards you, you know, and this is kind of weird how this reading's coming out. It's not what I was anticipating. But, I mean, it is what it is. This person's just, yeah, I'm going to do that. I want to see how you feel about this person. How are you feeling about this person when they come towards you? If they do come towards you, how do you feel about this person? The Ace of Pentacles. So you see this as an opportunity. The Page of Swords in the reverse. And the Nine of Wands in the reverse. You give this an opportunity, but because I feel like you yourself may be somewhat curious, but I also feel like that if you feel like this person's not being honest with you, that you will let go of this pretty quickly. I don't feel like you're going to, I mean, there's like no BS here with whoever this is. King of Wands in reverse. The Eight of Swords. Leo energy's there. And the Hierophant. Yeah, I think that you would give this a chance. But, oh, sorry guys. But I also feel like that you have a healthy dose of pessimism here. Does that make sense? Taurus energy's down here too. I feel like if something doesn't go as planned or go the right way, or this person's not following through, if you feel in your head at all, feel anxious or worried or anything like that, it's like, nope, I'm not doing that. And you just kind of let your guard, you kind of give up the fight, if that makes sense. You've already been through some sort of lesson here, whether it's with this person or someone else, and you just feel kind of at peace. You feel at peace with who you are and where you are and what you have to offer, and you're not trying to put on any kind of show or anything like that to anybody. It's just like, yeah, if you want to be a part of my life, and if you don't, you don't. You know, it's just kind of it's kind of that feeling, and you don't feel like you feel confident enough in yourself that you're not going to be in any situation that puts you in your head where you have to worry about someone else. You know, if you don't feel comfortable here with this person or safe with this person, then, you know, we're going to drop it. If it's not worth it, it's not worth it. And this is just because you've already like been through these lessons. For some of you, you already know who this is. And if it's like they're coming back around, maybe you weren't interested before, but now you are, you know, and you want to give this a chance or opportunity. But if this person comes across in a particular type of way, if you feel like they haven't made any changes, if you feel like they're still like in an arrogant energy, or if you feel like that you just don't like the vibe that they're giving, you know, it's not something that you're going to dwell on or overthink or anything like that. I think you're going to, as soon as you start to feel any of that, you're going to turn away from it and release it. Yep, Nine of Cups is at the bottom, so you definitely have someone that's coming towards you, but they're just extremely slow. And the Tower's in reverse. There's the Knight of Swords. What's underneath this? Five of Swords. This person, I think that they're trying to avoid long pause. Long pause. Scorpio energy. I just feel like that this person's sheep's in wolf clothing. Look at this. You see the Knight of Swords in the image, in the shadow. She's on a horse, but there she's just on a bike. I feel like this person's coming in trying to be braver than what they are. Does that make sense? I feel like they may say some things that aren't necessarily true as well, just to try to get one up if you have any other interest. Or it's like someone trying to give you information about themselves that's interesting, that it pulls you in, but it's not even like real. Like somebody, it's like a small fib though. It's like somebody saying that, oh, I don't know, that they've been to some far off place And, oh, that's interesting, and it kind of pulls you in, but that's not necessarily true. And it may not be that. It's just like this person feels as if they have to pretend to be something in order to gain your trust or security. And I think you may call this person out on that. I think you're going to see that, though, if that's the case. For some of you, this person, it's not even that big of a deal, really. But for some of you, it is, because you have the Five of Swords and the Tower here. And this could be simply somebody saying a fib about something to just avoid the conflict or having to discuss certain things. Okay, bottom line is that this person's coming in, and I honestly feel like they're coming in before they're exactly ready to come in, because they could also be just afraid of losing the opportunity altogether. And so they may have waited too long, and at last minute, here they come, Let's see what they would say to you if they could say anything. Interesting. What would this person say to pile 3 if they could say anything? I wish we could go back. So for some of you, you do already know this person. Maybe they wish they would have done things a little bit differently. Okay, that came out aggressive. I left when I saw you with someone. Said that I think that's what this person's afraid of. They're going to lose that chance. I wondered how far this would go. I forgive you. This is like somebody that feels like even if they could just get some time with you, that's better than nothing. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like this person has a lot of confidence that you're going to stick around in this. They have deemed you as like almost like better than they are in some way. Like, I don't know. I am recovering. Okay. Sorry. We will be together again. I want you back. We need to let each other go. Indecision. This person can't decide if they just want to let this go, if they want to try again. I mean, it's very clear. Finding out. So sorry. Finding out the truth crushed me. Is here too. I think for some of you, you may have turned this person down in the past for someone else, and they don't want to go through that experience again. So they may be feeling like, okay, I need to just rush in and just kind of and give this a chance, like tell pile 3 how I feel, or try for an opportunity, because if I don't, I'm going to regret it. They could, they see you in a way to where you can have whoever you want. So they just feel like that you could just move on to something else or someone else, and they may lose that chance. Even if this is someone that you don't know, maybe that's happened to them in the past, and they lost an opportunity with someone because they didn't find the courage to take that chance, and they don't want that to happen with you. Okay. Let's get some advice. We're going to start with this stack of oracles that I have. We'll pull one from here, and then we'll pull one from a different deck. What advice do you have for pile 3? Okay. Y'all have hope. Yep, hope. That's what this whole reading feels like, just hope. Your loved ones in the spirit world know when to reach out if they see you at a low point. Whether you're caught up in a difficult situation or struggling with someone specific in your life, there is always hope. So this is a situation for some of you where you may have been hopeful for, but it's like you're sitting and waiting for someone to have the courage. That's just how I feel in this reading. It's like you're hopeful things are going to go the way that they're supposed to, or the way that you're hopeful that you're going to overcome the situation or the struggles. This could even be like, hoping for something new to come around, but or someone particular that you're interested in, but you're hoping they're going to reach out to you in some way, but you're kind of waiting for this person to find the courage. Okay. Let's get some more advice. Y'all's reading was very... This might sound kind of weird, but I don't feel like that there was a lot of energy to kind of dive into. It feels like it's pretty cut and dry. Like someone's trying to decide, they see you in a really high light, you may or may not have known this person. They still feel like they have a chance with you, but they have to make that move. And they're indecisive about it. I think eventually they will, because they don't want to miss out. But they're coming in a way where they're kind of fate flexing here. They're kind of acting a particular way, but they're not everything. And you're going to sense that and see that in this person. And you may call them out, and either they're going to be honest with you or not. And it depends on that, how you move forward. Okay. Advice. Clash of opinions. Number 63. Ego is keeping you in a state of opposition. Set back, detach, and rise above any petty setbacks that arise. That's this. If you already know who this is, I feel like you are just trying to stay grounded and trying to remain in control here with yourself. Because at the end of this, I mean, all you can really do is control how you react to the situation and have a good head on your shoulders, right? And I think that's what this is kind of insinuating here. If this person comes to you and they're not being completely authentic and you know that, and you call this person out, it's like, how do you want to represent yourself there when you're calling this person out? You know, you don't want to come across as being hateful in any kind of way. You know, you don't want to come across as being hurtful or anything like that. You're trying to remain peaceful, like a peaceful outcome, peaceful situation. This is a different kind of dynamic. If you don't know who this is, then you just maybe be in a place to where you're kind of unsure what to believe with this person, and you're needing to kind of, you know, either give this an opportunity for it to play out and see what you think, or, you know, shut this down. But either way, I feel like you're going to feel like you have a good sense of control and emotional control throughout the situation, regardless if you know this person or not. Some of you may have already kind of felt like this was coming in some way too. So you're kind of ready for it, just like she is here with their hands up. Okay, I hope that all made sense. Okay, here we go. Like, this could be somebody that's like offering you more than what you know they're capable of offering you. Yeah. You have, we are what we believe we are. You have the mermaid tail, which always makes me feel like being in two different worlds, you know. And maybe, you know, you're almost gone. You know, this person, like I said, they feel like they're fixing to miss this chance or opportunity here. Okay. Then you have the rocket ship. I feel like someone's just going to come in right when you have like yourself, you're almost completely like gone in some way, or like they almost missed this chance or this opportunity. Okay. We have N-O-T, not DJ, G-T, C-H, W or M, F-Y, V and S, verses. All right. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave you right here, okay? So, I hope this helps. This is kind of a strange reading. It's hard to read these energies because there's such an indecisive energy here. So it's like someone goes from feeling one way to feeling another way, and then like giving up on it, and then going back to it, and then being like, well, what if this, and it's just like it's like somebody building up their courage. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. So thanks so much, guys, for being here. I hope this helps. Good luck to you guys with this, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey, pile 4. So if you chose divine timing, then this is going to be your reading. So because it's pile 4 and it says divine timing, for some reason I feel like something to do with timing here when this person comes towards you. You may have had to be in a place to where you've had to sit with the timing that it's been, or how long something's taking, or something to do with time management, and that in itself has been like protecting you in some way. Like you've had to like say to yourself, okay, maybe it's just not the right time, that's why it hasn't happened, which is kind of what it says here in this card. So let's read this real quick. Everything is timing, and timing is everything. Gladly I release my concern of over-timing and let things happen when and as they will. I trust that the divine schedule makers know what they're doing, and it can take a long time to reach divine mental management. Okay, so some of you, this may have to do with work or waiting, like you've been waiting for a right opportunity or time. For some of you, this is about you going towards someone else. So when we look at these readings of who's coming towards you, it can also be like you meeting up with someone, you running into someone energetically who's coming towards you. It can also be you making a decision to go towards someone else, and this is like the next encounter that you're going to have here that's significant, okay? Okay, sorry guys, I already quick paused. My kids are home now, so you may hear them, may not hear them. They're just started back to school, so they're still getting in that routine. When they come home, they're kind of tired, so trying to sneak a reading in before dinner. Okay, so who is this person? Who is this person that's coming towards pile 4? Who is this person? Meme Lord. Okay, so this is someone that you may notice that this person, they post a lot of memes. Maybe they send you a lot of memes. This is someone that maybe you don't have a close relationship with, or you don't talk to a lot, but they send you a lot of things. We have procrastination master. Look at that. The hourglass with the hand. And then FOMO sufferer. Procrastination master. That's pretty crazy. So this could be somebody that procrastinates a lot. This may be somebody that you've kind of given up on because they procrastinated here. If this has to do with a work thing, you could be trying to rush this person along, and there's something here though with this meme lord. Let's keep going. So FOMO sufferer. So this one this is somebody that it comes across as fear of missing out on something. Procrastination. Master. Okay. This feels like someone's story, but I'm going to just go ahead and tell you what all I'm seeing. It's hard to not narrow it down to something like that whenever it comes across in that way. So either this is going to be one of those piles that either that resonates or it just doesn't. And so there may be someone here that you do share information back and forth a lot, and it may be like very surface level, like, and something to do with a meme could be actually important, but that's what it could be, like just going back and forth with someone. This could be someone that post a lot of, like, they come across as having a lot of time, or taking time doing things that may not be necessarily time efficient. This is someone that procrastinates somewhat, and I think that you've been watching this person. This feels a lot like work, something to do with work, and this is someone here that you may feel like that they I feel like that this is someone that you may work with that you feel like is not very time efficient, or you feel like that they're putting you off in some kind of way. So it just seems like this storyline is very specific. Won't come out of my mouth. We we have the toilet paper hoarder here as well, which that's interesting. Toilet paper hoarder. So this could also be somebody that takes very long bathroom breaks. And you're like, where are they? I feel like this is a coworker, or this, if it isn't work, it could just be somebody, you could be a friend, relationship. You may feel like you're always waiting on this person, and like they take your time, or take up too much time, or they're not time efficient in some way. And they may like suffer from fear of missing out. This could also be like what they're giving you is you're afraid you're going to miss out on something because you're always kind of waiting for this person in some way. If this has to do with love or relationship, it could be that this is someone that you feel like you've been waiting on, and they haven't made any kind of move here. And so you're in this place of where you're starting to get into that place of like where you're afraid of missing out on something else. Waiting for this person. This could be somebody that you're even dating, and it's just like you and this person, you share things back and forth, but it's still so surface level. You haven't gotten into any kind of emotion. Maybe that's something that's difficult. Nobody said anything, and so you're kind of just waiting around for things to change, but they haven't. This could be how this person's feeling about you. Okay. Okay, so let's see what's going on here with the what's the tea. So there's, I guess, two different storylines here if you want to switch this up into love. So if somebody kind of resonates with that, if you're in some kind of situation where you're in a kind of you don't know if you're friends, or you want to be more than friends, or someone is interested in you, or you've been waiting for them to say something and they've kind of been not saying anything, and now this person's getting into a place of fear of missing out, or you are. Enough to where you're in energy to where you're saying, okay, it just is what it is. If it'll happen, if it's meant to happen, it'll happen, What does this person want that's coming towards Paul Ford? Fake smiles. What does this person want that's coming towards Paul Ford? Unfazed. Thief. Time is so relevant. Like someone's afraid of the other person wasting their time. That could be work or love. There's someone here that's trying to act like they're not fazed by this, but they are. They definitely are. This fake smiles is here. There is a lot of things going on. This person feels like that they're wasting their time here, or you're wasting their time. This is funny because this feels like two people that are having timing issues. They're both waiting on the other person to say something, and they haven't. And so you're both going into this like fear state. If this is a work thing, then this has to do with someone here you feel like is kind of robbing you from being able to move forward or excel in some way, especially if this is someone that's a teammate. You feel like they're kind of taking way too long bathroom breaks here. You're trying to not be fazed by this, but you're kind of getting tired of this person not picking up their weight. and you're getting to the point where you want to say something here. I don't feel like that this is this person. I feel like this is you. I feel like this is a situation that's just becoming, like it's coming to a head in some kind of way. There's an underlying conflict that's starting to bubble, and it's starting to kind of come up to the surface. That's why fake smiles is here. With it's like, so you can only wear that fake smile for so long. Something doesn't change or become different, then it's like, okay, now I'm upset, you know. Same shit, different day at the bottom of the deck and drama starter. Uh-oh. In their head. Okay. This is somebody that I can tell, guys, if this is you or this person. I just feel like the two of you, like something gets kicked off here where the two of you have this conversation somehow or another. So I'm really anxious to see how that's going to go. But we're first going to get some timing oracles to see when you can expect this. When can pile 4 expect this to happen? This person coming towards them. The situation. When can pile 4 expect this to happen? 10. Not in this life. With 10 being here, I honestly feel like the energies that I'm reading, this current energy here, there's like something that's not being said that needs to be said. And this is weird, the way that this is, why am I picking up on this? I don't know. Because we're looking at who is coming towards you. But there's this person in your energy here where either you're waiting or wanting to say something, or they're wanting to say something to you. Everything's fixing to come to some sort of a head. Not in this life. 10 is a number of completion. Let me get one more. Not in this lifetime. Time. Not in this lifetime. Y'all could be possibly about to close the cycle out here with someone. If this has to do with work, this could be something that fixes itself on its own. Like for some reason, this person goes to someone else's team, or, you know, something happens and something may happen here in their life where they're not in the same career anymore. But if this is love, nobody's making a move here. And a thief here could be like getting robbed and acting like it doesn't bother you, but this does bother both of you. So January the 15th could be important, okay? January the 15th. Okay. This energy here, not in this life, is the same thing I read. So you could be in this place to where I feel like maybe once you finally kind of give up on this, or you just kind of have had enough, or you just kind of let it be, or just whatever the situation is, once you kind of let this go or accept something here, and decide to have this close this out and accept it, then I feel like that's when something's going to happen here. And that could be in January for some of y'all. January the 15th could also just be important. Oh, did y'all hear that? So there you go. Some of y'all have been waiting. You've had a birthday here, and you've been waiting for someone to say something, and they haven't. I don't know whose story that is, but that just popped in my head out of nowhere. Okay, so we're going to use the Pulp Tarot. And it's funny because this does feel like it's kind of playing out like a movie, you know? Why do I keep saying you know? I keep feeling like I'm saying that a lot. Well, maybe that's something that somebody says. Strength. Patience. Patience, having patience. Maybe you've tried to get someone to understand something here, but you haven't been just upfront with them or something like that. You may feel like this person's not giving you the same energy you're putting out. Or they're just holding back, you know, with this toilet paper hoarder. They're holding back in some way, and you're needing something from this person, or the world in reverse. This is waiting for something to change, you know, waiting for something a cycle to close out and go to the next cycle. You have the Page of Cups here. Yeah, there's like needing to have a conversation or expressing yourself in some way that this person has been procrastinating, or you've been procrastinating with this person. You have the Four of Cups in the reverse. There's that fear of missing out right there. This is somebody that may have a hard time like deciding or committing to anything because they have a fear they're going to miss out on something else. So this is why this is coming across as... So in other words, if this is someone here that you're interested in, but everything's just so surface level, it's like, is this person going to say anything to me to make me feel like that they're interested, like emotionally? Or are they just going to keep, like, they don't want anything from me? Like, and I think that you could be upset here because, and you're trying to come across like you're not fazed, but you also feel like, well, seems really unfair, or this seems like you spent time on something that's nothing's going to come out of it, you know, or you're just going to take this as a loss. And this person's like, you know, they haven't made that choice. They may have other options. That looks like the Seven of Cups to me. Because they have this fear of missing out on other things. And so they're having a hard time staying committed to this. This could even be with work. You know, this person, like, they're blowing off because they're having a hard time staying committed to this. Like, it means a lot more to you than it does to them. You know, that kind of feeling there. Like they have other things that they do, or they're just not really that interested in what they're doing. Five of Swords in the reverse, that fake smiles, holding back, trying to avoid some sort of conflict here, like trying to not say anything. The Knight of Cups in reverse, unfazed. Like, yeah, you are in this, like, trying to get in this position to where if, like, either to the point where you can't be just unfazed by this anymore and you have to say something, or if this is love related, this could be like, if this is someone here you feel like is going in a different direction, then you're trying to not let that bother you. The King of Pentacles in the reverse. This could be someone too, you know, that they see you perhaps not being interested here in them, or that you may be afraid of missing out with someone else. And so, but they're trying to avoid any kind of conflict here, or saying anything to you, and just trying to act like it doesn't bother them, or they're not fazed by it. But they feel like that they're definitely being robbed from an opportunity. If this is work, you definitely feel like this person is wasting your damn time. Like, you're in a position to where you have a goal here, you have something you're trying to achieve, and you feel like this person's bringing you down in some way, like you're having to carry dead weight. So what's going to happen here with this? This reading is coming out a little different here, the world. There's the Five of Cups in the reverse. This can be like moving on from something. So this is the place that I feel like that you're getting is just wanting to move on from this, wanting to... Sorry about those dogs. Those aren't mine. Mine are inside, so... Page of Cups. That's the Eight of Cups in the reverse. You're still holding on to, like, this person, changing their ways, or this person finally expressing themselves. You're still holding on to this. There's the Four of Cups in the reverse. King of Swords in the reverse. This is that breaking point that you feel like you're getting at, if this is work related. But if this is love, this is definitely someone I feel like that is not, well, they're not looking, like they're coming across as not being interested because they have fear they're going to miss out on something else. So this is like somebody that never has a serious like relationship because they're always afraid they're going to miss out on that next person's going to be even better or even greater, you know. Why is this Five of Swords in the reverse? The Hierophant. Could be like somebody that's trying to avoid committing to something. If this is work related, this could be like you're trying to avoid having to go to a higher authority about this, you know. It's like you don't want to throw this person under the bus, but you feel as if they could be ignoring you. They're just not listening to what you're trying to say about what you need. Six of Pentacles. This is a balanced, equal give and take. Feeling like you're trying to not let this bother you. If this is someone here that's giving to another situation, or you feel like that is going in a different direction, it's like you're trying to not let that bother you, but it does bother you because you've been giving to this situation and you feel like that they've wasted your time here, you know, or you're wasting your time here. Like you have some not so great emotions about that. If this is work related, again, you feel like some of you, this is not going to resonate for everybody, but some of you may feel like this other person's benefiting off of your work in some way. And you feel the unfairness of that. And you're trying to not say anything, trying to not be fazed by it, but you're having a difficult time. This looks like a situation like, you know, when you're a waitress and you have to give in, like some restaurants will make you put all your tips that you receive into a pot, and then they'll separate that out to all the servers. And how unfair is that, you know? Because some servers are better than others and some work harder than others, and this is like what I'm kind of seeing here. It's like you feel as if how unfair that is, because and you're trying to not say anything about it, but yeah. Someone's not giving the same as they're receiving. And it's unfair. Why is this King of Pentacles in reverse? Capricorn energy. It's the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is freeing yourself from something. So you feel kind of robbed here. You feel this loss. You feel like this is unfair. Some of you may actually end up, going in a different direction, like altogether, and just saying, you know, the hell with this. Some of you may speak a truth here to like a boss or a higher authority in some way. If this is love related, I think that you basically feel like this person just kind of was a waste of time and you're letting this person go. I feel like you feel like they're not trustworthy in some way, or you can't, they're not reliable. And this could be because maybe they're giving to other individuals, you know, if this is someone that this could be like dating someone and the other person's just like dating multiple people and you're only dating this one person, and you were hoping to go to another level, but they're like all over the place. And you're like, that's just not, how am I ever going to trust this person? Or how will I ever, they just want something totally different from what I want. You know, it's just realizing that, coming to terms with that. What's going to happen here after this? So this person that's coming towards you, this is the energy here that we're seeing here. Same shit, different day. You maybe even feel like you're repeating the same freaking situation or cycle that you've had already in the past. Tell me. What's going to happen? You have the Lovers, Gemini energy. You have the Moon in reverse. Oh, wow. For those of you that decide to release this, you express like how you feel, how you've been wasting my time here, and you say, this isn't going to be for me, and you release this. This person, I feel like, is going to end up revealing how they feel, or revealing, if this is work, like something that's been going on with them. This could even, if this is work related, this could be someone that even may confess some sort of feelings that they have around you and how the two of you can work together. Something to do with that. Like working with you. Pisces, Cancer there. And the Ace of Wands is in reverse. Strength. Leo energy. Why is this Lovers here? Justice and the Lovers. Why is the Moon here? The Emperor in reverse. Why is the Ace of Wands here? The Seven of Cups. Why is Strength here? The Five of Pentacles. The Six of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so whoever this is, be prepared. This person is going to try to not get you to say something, not get you to leave. They're going to try to convince you that you to stay where you are, basically. Tell me more about that Emperor real quick. What's that Emperor in reverse? The Ace of Swords. There's some sort of truth here about this person that they're going to kind of reveal to you. And it could have to do, like, either this person really admires you and they're nervous around you. That could be it. This person could just tell you that they feel like that you're demanding too much of them, and that can really set you off if this is work, you know. But I see that, so be prepared for that. If this is love related, I feel like honestly, this person doesn't want you to leave them out in the cold, so they may try to, like, kind of keep you in your head in some way, and that's something that's backfired on this person. Like they were trying to kind of manipulate you, you know, make you jealous in some kind of way or something like that, and this totally backfired on this person. They may have went towards other situations or other things or something. I feel like whatever this person said to you, it didn't affect you in the way that they thought it would, and that totally backfired on them. It just made you not interested. I knew that was coming. What? Oh, I see that. Okay, I am working right now. Okay, I'm working right now. Can we wait for that till later? Thank you. It's just random. Coming in to tell me random stuff. That's that procrastination or time thing, isn't it? There was something else I wanted to look at. the Fool in reverse. I feel like this person's gonna try to talk fast. Think on their toes here. Did y'all hear that? My phone just went off. To try to get you to change your mind or not walk away. So what's going to happen? Well, this, whatever you're holding back, this is going to be like an honest conversation here. And it has to do with like the control someone has, someone not stepping up to the plate, someone not doing what they need to do, that all being kind of out in the open. And why? Okay. I landed on the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And I really feel like, guys, for a lot of you, I think you're going to, this is going to be some sort of lost opportunity. Yeah, I mean, I do. I feel like this is going to be some sort of lost opportunity here. Because I feel like that this person did not act when they should have, or say something they should have, or do what they should have done. Look at this card and this card. You see how she's running her legs? They even have the same type of, like the shoe where it's marked is the same. Someone did not, they lost their chance here. They didn't do what they should have, they didn't do something that they should have done, or treated something like they should have, or, yeah, and they lost. This is someone that's losing their opportunity here. Yeah, to have this commitment, to show up, to prove themselves. You've lost interest because this person, the way they were showing up was not what you're looking for, not what you need, not what you want. And it's like, I've been really patient here. This person, you feel like this person's left you out in the cold here, abandoned you, or it's just left you hanging somehow. And it's like, I've been patient here with this, but you know, I can't take any risk. This is a big deal to me. This is my job. I want to move up, you know, you're holding me back, or I can't take any risk here because I feel like I just can't trust you here in this situation, you know, from what I've seen. Yeah, that sucks. Huh. Okay. Let's see what this person would say. This is different from what I was expecting, I guess, or from what the other piles felt. What would this person say? I just saw friendship. I still feel the pain. Longing. Someone is secretly yearning for you. So y'all are going to have to take these how they resonate, because if this is work related, it could be that somebody is just like wanting the same thing that you're doing, or wanting to be where you are, but they're just not putting in that work. If this is not, obviously this is someone that may really desire you, but they also may have fear of missing out on other things. So I wondered how far this would go. Oh, this person has been waiting for you to say something. I don't react when people mention you. I am not coming back. So this is somebody you work with, and they're like, I'm not coming back to this job. This sucks. I have to actually do shit here. I have trouble with intimacy. I want you back. I wonder if you're happy without me. I left when I saw you with someone. Fate, this is a destined partnership, and I trusted you. If this is work related and you're going to a boss about something, this person's going to feel stabbed in the back. But I mean, I feel like that you've asked this person a million times to same shit, different day. So I was careless with you. I replay our conversations over and over. What a weird reading. I hope this fits. I hope it relates. This feels like it could actually fit a few different scenarios, depending on work-related, depending on love. It just feels like that there's a lot of different kind of situations that this could imply. What advice do you have for vulnerability? Yeah, I think that's what it boils down to here. There's this understanding in your reading that there's been a long period of no expression, like no honest expression. Like communication was not great at some point, or it's like each of you are afraid to communicate the other's needs, or you let something go for too long, or you try to give them the benefit of a doubt for too long, and it's just something just went too long. And so now it's where maybe in the past, if you would have approached it, you maybe wouldn't wasted your time, or something could be better in this position it is now, or if they would have fixed something, it would be better, obviously. But something just went too long without any solid communication or actions or feelings being expressed. Vulnerability. This is confirmation that you're seeking to tread into the unknown, unfamiliar territory, where decisions are based more on intuition than rationality. Don't let fear hold you back or allow a misguided sense that feeling vulnerable is somehow a negative condition. So being afraid of being vulnerable is a big part of this, and could be like pretty much a big lesson here for you or this person or both. Usually in some way or another, it's for both of you. Okay. What advice do you have? Spiritual rebirth, and then you have new light at the bottom. So you have this shadow and light energy. Let go of your old self and allow the authentic self to emerge, to unite your soul with the divine source. Yeah, this whole reading is like you being in a situation to where you're having to step up and you're having to basically uphold your boundaries, uphold your morals and your values of where you are, and it doesn't feel that good. Like, it doesn't feel so good. It's hard. It's definitely not an easy thing to do, but it's a spiritual rebirth. This is like, for some of you, you may be shedding some old energy here, and that's not an easy thing to do, but it's like a understanding that you're realizing this isn't how you want things to be, and you have to like take control in that. You have new light. Someone or something in your life needs to be seen in a different light. Observe things that you may have missed. Yeah. Okay, so let's get some initials here to close. We'll see what charms come out. So pile 4. We have 10 here again spelled out. T-E-N. So, and the 10th is here, not in this lifetime. Something is definitely coming to some kind of completion. You have life is tough, but so are you. I'm not a morning person. So this may be somebody you work with that's just not a morning person, but you're like, listen, you just can't not be a morning person and then not do your work when you're here, We have the Santa Claus. So January's here. Something could start to transpire in December and like come to a close in January. For some of you. For others of you, this could just represent that giving energy. Like you feel like you've been giving too much. You have the remote control, so getting control over the game playing here is something that's here. Getting control over the situation, controlling the situation. We have I love you here. I do feel like for some of you, yeah, and I see his head just spin. When I said that, I love you, his head spun. So this may be somebody that could be overly expressive of themselves. This could be somebody that confesses emotion for you, and you're like, where did that come from? Like, why are you even saying this to me right now? Like, where did this even come from? And what does that have to do with what we're doing, you know? And it's like they're using that as an excuse, or they're trying to compensate for the lack of movement in some way, right? Okay, so we have T-E-N, 2 T's actually. We have an M, tent, or a W. We have an F and a B. Okay, bent. So yeah, somebody like goes into this hell-bent energy of getting you to see or understand them. Went, maybe somebody's trying to explain where they went. And this is how it gets started. NFTs right there. We, me. Okay. All right, guys. TF. Men. It's right there. Mint. Okay. So thank you so much for being here, guys. Thank you for all your love and support and kindness. I hope this helps. Good luck to you, and I hope to see you soon.